Gunman Boxing, here I am with Fox the goddamn G. The Gunman and the Fox.
I love the intro.
Usually gunmen track down the Fox though, don't they? But in this case, I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. I've seen you knocking people out. This is your last fight out in Dubai. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. Fought in Dubai, for those that don't know, on Social Knockout probably about 2-3 months ago. It was a good fight. Guy lasted a long time. He put up a really good fight. I have a lot of respect for him. Got the stoppage in round 3, but it was just good experience to get back in the ring, have more than one round under my belt at a time. Know I can have the gas tank when those nerves are happening at that level. So, yeah, it was a good experience, man.
Yeah. When you next out, so you may as well announce your fight then, because I think today's the announcement day.
I can't say yet.
You're not allowed to say it.
I'm not allowed to say yet. I told him. But that's because that's my guy.
Oh, he's not allowed to. He's not allowed to. No one knows. No one knows. Very soon you'll all know. But it's exciting anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
It's exciting.
He knows it's a good fight. It's the best fight yet.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. It's a challenge. It's a step up, and it has to be on a show like this. You know, on a big platform, you have to step up. So I'm just excited to prove to the people that I can have that kind of performance on this biggest stage against this level of guy.
Listen, you've posted that knockout of Spartan J 2.5 billion times. I reckon. Do you think there'll ever be a rematch?
What, between me and Jay? Me and Jay, do you know what? It's never been personal. You know what I mean? For me, it's just like I had a good performance against somebody. Yeah. I don't even look at it like I knocked out Jay. Yeah. But I also was like that before the fight with Jay. Yeah. And I think that Jay is going to come back strong, very, very strong. Yeah. I think that Jay's, if he's got his fight coming up, I think he'll do well in that. I think he'll get the win. Then he going against Baby Hulk maybe in the future. He's obviously going to get the win in that. And so... Yeah, you know, with Jay, I back him all the way. And if he has people saying, yo, he should rematch you, I'm not going to go out the way of it because if he earned it, he earned it. You know what I mean? But I'm also not going to call him out because that's my guy.
But usually when you see in boxing, if you bad someone up, there's no need for a rematch. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's a rematch because of the names. Like, look with Joshua and Dubois. Really, if I took the names out and I told you there was one fighter, he knocked the other fighter down every round for 5 rounds and then knocked him out, like clean out, and the guy's head was in the canvas, you'd actually say, no, we don't need to see that again. Yeah. But people kind of think, you know, Jay said he's had problems in the build-up. That's what I'm saying. Could they kind of want to see it again, don't they?
Yeah, if people want to see it again, we can do it again, you know? But like I said, man, it's all respect for Jay, and I'm always going to be in his corner for any fight that isn't against me. But at the same time, when you fight somebody, you elevate them. Do you know what I mean? And they elevate you likewise. So me and Jay are both going to go in there and make more money. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Your division is exciting, and we saw Joey Knight. I thought he was going to really... I actually tipped him to win, and he lost. Mate, your division's absolutely sick at the moment. It's so deep, isn't it?
It feels like there's always a big dog at the top of the division, and then they lose, and then they lose. The only person that hasn't had a loss yet, I guess, is Dean. I was going to say, but I haven't lost as well, so it's me too. Yeah. But, you know, there's guys even that have losses, such as Waleed and Joey, that are just dogs, bro. Like, you still would not want to fight them. No. And, like, bro, if you put Joey in there with Cray Cray 10 times, it's going to go different every time, you know? Not discrediting Cray Cray at all. I'm just saying. Same thing 50, with... 50, yeah, man. Same thing with Jay. Like, if I fought Jay, obviously, I'm always going to say I'm going to get the win, as is everybody. But it ain't going to go the same way that it went that night every other night. That was my night, and I got it done in the way I got it done in. And do it 10 times. Who knows? You know? And it's like that with every fight in the division.
One thing you do have is time. You got time on your side. You don't need to be chasing everyone like, you know. No. You can take your time, you know, and, you know, a lot of people saw Ben Whittaker at the weekend struggle a little bit and go, oh, he's done. Yeah. Hold on a second. Bivol and B2B's 40, turning 40. Yeah. Bivol's like 33, 34. You know, he's 27 or whatever, you know, in his 20s, mid-20s. So he can take his time, you know. You don't have to rush to the top. Yeah. Same with yourself. You've got time. Father Time is unbeaten. Yeah, exactly. You are miles away from that stage. Exactly. So, yeah, is your plan just to sort of plot your way to the top?
Do you know what? I'm young, but I'm also hungry, and I'm also confident. And I feel like if I keep fighting people that people think I can beat and know I can beat, then there's not really a point. With Jay, the thing that made me so hungry was the doubt. And that's what gave me the performance. Whereas with Evil Hero, people knew I'd beat him. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, honestly. But that's the difference in feeling that I have before a fight. So now I'm kind of fighting guys that some people are going to say I'm going to win, some people are going to say I'm going to lose. It's how I feel with this next opponent. And when I go in there with him and I win, it's going to be like, whoa, I've proved something. So I'm just on a mission to prove myself. And I'm going to take the steps that I need to prove myself. And once people say I'm ready for Dean, that's when Dean happens. Once people say I'm ready for Cray Cray, that's when Cray Cray happens. You know what I mean? Or when people say, that's the fight I want to see, because that's what I want to give.
You've actually got really good fighters in your division. I actually sponsor a show called Outcast Boxing. I've just started sponsoring it. Small content creators. It's not brilliant operators, I'm not going to lie. It's not like high-level boxing. But what I'm doing is using my brand to promote and help sort of young content creators looking to get to where you are.
100.
You know, they're not great fighters, but they can skill up with my help and all the rest of it and get to that level. You're in a position where you've got amateur experience. Like we just talked about Dean the Great, he's a brilliant fighter. Little Cray Cray, brilliant fighter. Joey Knight, brilliant fighter. Do you think? Do you have time for like the shows where there are? Do you think it's safe? You know, when you see shows where there are guys going, listen, I'm really good at video editing. I want to try my hand in boxing, and then you're seeing people getting hurt.
I mean, bro, that's kind of what I am though as well. You know, I came here from video editing. I think, and any other way. Some people are YouTubers, some people are TikTokers, some people are whatever, reality TV show stars. But the thing is, if you put in the work and you dedicate your life to it, you're going on the diet, you're getting those spars in, you're showing up to the gym every day. You know, you're actually taking it serious.
It's a technique thing, though, isn't it? It's a technique, because I hate seeing people that can't fight. I almost think there should be like head guards for the first sort of five fights.
No, 100%.
Maybe, because sometimes
you have to keep them safe.
when I go to some of these sort of smaller influencer shows, as I said, I sponsor one now, but the aim is to progress their level of boxing.
Yeah.
But when you do see someone doing the front crawl, you know, and then the other guy's doing the back crawl because he's getting hit, it's not safe. And we've seen a show recently where someone went in an induced coma, literally, and the show was closed after fight 3. This was like 2 weeks ago. And you know, the guy was a reasonable fighter, but you can get hurt if you can't fight. And you know, there is a little bit of a murky area around sort of small content creator shows. You can fight. Joey Knight can fight. Like I said, the guys in your division can fight. But you've got guys like Evil Hero, Most Wanted, guys like that are trying to get up. And let's be honest, they're not at the level of a Joey Knight or yourself. I'll be honest, again, you know, I hate to say it, but those sort of guys will get hurt.
They will get hurt.
And you know, at the end of the day, they're encouraged to keep on going. Yeah, come on, you can do it. We'll give you a few guys we'll give you a couple of, you know, tin cans to beat and build you up again. But at the end of the day, you know, they're going to get hurt if they carry on and go in there with serious operators. Is that fair to say?
I agree, but I also think, you know, like I said, if you put in the work over the time, you can earn those opportunities. But I do also hear what you're saying, because like you can't have mismatches, bro. And at this level, that does happen sometimes. You do have mismatches. You put in a certain guy with a guy that is clearly better. And that guy's just going to be like, well, I'm a dog, I do it anyway, you know, or they feel like they have something to prove. But it's not like that at all. So I do agree, you have to be at a certain level. Head guards, I think, are something that, you know, you see it in the amateurs. If it's your first couple fights, you put the headgear on.
100%.
Same thing, like sparring, you are learning to fight. Wear a headgear. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with that 100%.
But my point is, you're getting a guy who's so desperate to get on Misfits. The money's big, I'm so desperate, I can't fight. But actually, like, the opportunity comes, you'll just jump in with anyone. You'll jump in with one of the best guys, and you see him getting, you're seeing guys getting absolutely butchered. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, no, you do have to be careful with the matchmaking. You do have to be careful with what you do with your own health, because an opportunity is an opportunity, but also years can get taken off the clock, and that's really the most important thing, is living a long, healthy life.
Absolutely. You cannot play boxing. You can play rugby, you can play cricket, you can play tennis. You cannot play boxing. So that's the only thing that bothers me about the small content scene, is when you're seeing guys like they're on 5 or 6 or 7 straight losses, and they're being encouraged to step in there, and they're almost getting put in, you know, to get beat. And I hate to see that.
Yeah, like,
you know?
like journeymen, but not journeymen. Journeymen, but they're because journeymen can survive. Yeah, you put a professional journeyman in there, they can survive. They can go the full distance.
They know how to roll and duck and dive, and know how to cover themselves.
Yeah, they can.
I'm saying, you know, I know guys, I'm not going to name names, but they're like lost 10, 11 fights in a row, but they still think that they're doing well because people are egging them on to get involved. And
Yeah.
I'm almost like, put it down now, man. When you start losing 10, 11 fights, put it down.
No, exactly. No, I feel it. You know, sometimes you do have to hang up the gloves, especially if you're taking damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Damage can be taken, and you don't want to keep doing that over 10, 11 fights, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure to chat with you about some of the small content creator boxing. That's what I was really keen to get your thoughts on. Misfits needs you. We can't wait to see you back out again. I always enjoy. I love the skinny power thing, by the way. I love that thing. You know, I never had that problem. I was a black guy. As soon as I did some weights, I'd just like be tonka buffing. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying with the weights, man. I'm trying with the weights. I don't have the genetics. But it's okay. It still gets the job done.
Thank you very much, Beak, my G. You're the man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.